Well, gardening is something that you have to take care of every day without getting bored, you know, from a plant to, from a little seed to something that gets to where you can eat it, you know, it's just more exciting. And it make you proud of it, you know, that you did this, you know, and you took care of it. Come out here in California when I was 10 years old. Graduated from Fresno High School, class of '74. Worked all my life, pretty much had jobs, you know, different jobs here and there. Yeah, I was home about 3 years. You know, when you're out there, you lose track of a whole lot of things. You don't even know what day it is. You know, sometimes you don't know when. You're lost. You're lost. You just take it one day at a time and hope you make it through the day.
Renaissance at Santa Clara have all been designed to house previously homeless individuals and get them into permanent supportive housing. We provide supportive services, case management, job development, workshops that include like nutrition, sobriety. We encourage that quite a bit here, and depression and anxiety. I met Mr. Collins his first day of move-in. He looked very quiet, but what it was in reality is that he was so appreciative. He was so excited, and I remember him looking out his window and saying that that was him last night, sleeping outside, and how he was so filled with joy of having his own place, a place to call home.
But when you're living out there through all seasons of the year, hot, heat, cold, rain, it gets miserable. You want to have a roof over your head. You want to go home, but you can't. That's your home.
I was outside walking around, talking to some of the tenants and my clients, which are my clients also. We're outside just talking a little bit and walking around, and they said, all this property and we're not doing anything with it. And I said, we do have a lot of property. And then Larry says, Mr. Collins says, how about a community garden? We can build a garden. And I said, well, we can look into it.
It was rough out there. It was ugly out there. Weeds, tumbleweeds, Bermuda grass, you feel me? All that had to come up. Started out with everybody with little plots, then before we know it, some tenants wanted to participate. So we dug
some other people donate like the soil and donate compost. And he was doing this all on his own.
I love broccoli, I love cabbage, I love greens. I don't even like okra, I don't know why I grew it. They're just fresh. You can't get them no fresher than that.
The community garden at Renaissance was something that came about by the residents just making the decision that they wanted to grow their own food. All we did is provided the land. It was already there, but they have done all of the planting, all of the tending to the plants, and all of the harvesting. So it was their effort to grow their own food locally.
Clients and to our tenants were kind of worried about the outsiders coming in and taking the fruits and vegetables. And I seen Larry's reaction. Mr. Collins' reaction was totally different. He kind of felt like he wanted to give back. So I see Mr. Collins getting a lot of vegetables one day and stuff and handing it to the people outside. So he actually does remember, he always remembers where he came from.
Well, I guess the residents here, they're welcome to go out and get some fresh food, fresh vegetables or fruits or whatever we got out there.
It's a community garden, and they all share, and they all shared and made salsas or fruit salads and stuff like that, and they all shared. And we also had a potluck.
If I can make a hamburger, if I can grow a hamburger plant, pork chop plants out there, I'll be growing them. You know, when you look, I can look out the window and see my garden, just like, you know, and to see it grow every day. Life is beautiful, man. It's just something, a whole different thing, a whole different setup, just from when I've been out there. You know, I've been through it. It's rough, and I appreciate where I'm at now.